Yo, what's good? Okay, now I know my hair looks like buns, okay? I know. But I gotta make this video because I said I would upload it tomorrow, Sunday. Today's Saturday. And also today I'm uploading a different video, so I'm trying to be consistent and do what I said I was gonna do. So today I'm going to be reviewing Squid Game Season 3. I binge watched it yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, it was Emma, relax, don't bark, relax, thank you. I watched it all yesterday with my sister, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, it was rough. Like Squid Game is like just straight, like, if you want to watch something that's just gonna make you feel empty and depressed the second you finish it, Squid Game is right up your alley, because that's what this season made me feel. It literally, this is all spoilers, okay? Everybody fucking dies. Everybody gets cooked. Everybody gets shafted, deleted, vaulted, whatever you want to call it. That's what happens in this season. And it's rough. It's rough. There's only 6 episodes. And almost every episode, a major character gets murked. I don't think anyone important dies in episode 1. It's just set up. But episode 2 of season 3 is basically the episode 6 of season 1, where they just punch you in the gut and murder fan favorites. They kill the trans character. They kill the son with the glasses. Well, the mom kills the son with the glasses, and then number 333 kills the trans. I forgot what the trans number was. I think 120. I think the girl has her. I think Junhee. She has her baby in episode 2, and then that crazy psychic lady gets killed, and then the like soldier boy that folded at the end of last season, he also dies after Gi-yoon strangles him to death after blaming him for what happened. So yeah, that was rough. And let me just talk about the games first. So we have game number 4, we have hide and seek. Game number 5, we have jump rope, and then game number 6, we have Sky Squid Game. So are the games valid? Are they? I would say they're pretty good. The 3 games. I would say that, I don't know. I don't think they're as iconic as the merry-go-round or the that one where it was like the 4 players. But they're definitely fun. Like hide and seek was very stressful. The jump rope is also stressful, but I feel like it's low-key. I feel like the jump rope is like low-key easier than the glass from season 1, where you had to jump on a glass and hope that it didn't fall. I feel like the jump rope was much easier. That's just me. And then Sky Squid Game was also a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, they kept the shittiest characters alive. Like 333, like some people thought he would have some type of redemption. I didn't think that. Well, I'm not gonna lie. In season 2, I did think he would have some sort of redemption, but season 3, he loses me completely. And he ends up being like the last. He ends up being like kind of like the main antagonist by the end. So yeah, there's that. In the jump rope game, we lose Junhee. She sacrifices herself and makes Gi-yoon promise her to look after the baby. It was honestly that, in terms of the new characters, her dying was probably the most upsetting for me personally, because I didn't want her to die, but I knew that, considering how things went in season 1, there wasn't really gonna be any happy endings. And her ankle was cooked. She could barely move. She just had given birth, so and it's fucking jump rope. It just wasn't in the cards for her. So she kills herself, which was very upsetting. And then in the last game, we have this number player 100, who's this old guy. He's like, he makes it to like the top 4. He's like, he survived longer than I anticipated. He's annoying as shit. I didn't like him. Well, I mean, the actor did a good job at making me dislike the character. I was just waiting for him to die. And also that other guy, that little the wuss character, he survives really long. And throughout the whole season, I'm like, why is this nigga still alive? Like, why is he still here? Like, he survived so long, and throughout the whole season 2 and season 3, he's just being bullied and tortured. And then when he finally does die, it's just kind of like pathetic, and I feel kind of bad for him. But it's just like he's like he starts taking the drugs that Thanos had, and he just starts fucking tweaking, and it's tough. And then there's the other one, the Thanos 2.0, who's just, I would say his performance was pretty good. He was pretty crazy. He dies in the jump rope as well. He was a good actor. I would say that much. And then we have the baby who replaces Junhee as player 222, who Gi-yoon sacrifices himself to save the baby. But before he dies, he's like, we aren't horses, we're humans, or we aren't your horse, you know what I mean. And he sacrifices himself and he dies, which, you know, I knew that this, after I went on Twitter, right, and I saw a tweet saying that Squid Game Season 3, the creator said that it wouldn't have a happy ending, so I'm like, I bet. Going into it, I knew it wasn't going to have a happy ending. And I know a lot of people are going to be hurt by the death of player 456, Ji-yoon, excuse me. But I feel like it's a fitting end for his character, you know, sacrificing himself, you know, staying good till the very end. You know, he almost kills player 100 at one point, but we get to see Sae-byok. It's a hallucination, but, you know, it's from when she told him not to kill the guy because, you know, you're a good person at heart. So that's nice. And yeah, he dies, man. And then the front man, he feels, I can tell that he feels a little bit of sympathy for Ji-yoon, because he ends up giving the remainder of Ji-yoon's money to his daughter and the baby to his brother, who throughout the whole season, like this season and last season, was tracking down the island. He finally gets to the island. He finds his brother. He asks him why. His brother doesn't say anything. He just turns around and walks away with the baby. And then a few months later, he gives the baby to him and also the money that the baby won, because the baby is officially the winner of Squid Game, or, you know, this Squid Game. We also, the lady, the lady that's dressed up as a guard, who's trying to help the father with the daughter that has cancer. She survives, as well as the father. They both escape, and I think he was 246. So player 246 and the baby are the only two that survive. They get their happy ending, and she gets her happy ending because I think they found her daughter. So she's going to visit her daughter, which is nice. And then at the end of the show, we get a tease for the U.S. version of Squid Games, because they was talking about how they're going to make a U.S. version of Squid Games, and that they're apparently going to film it this December. So at the end of the show, we see an American woman who's replacing, you know, the guy, you know, that shoots himself in the head in the beginning of season 2. He was great. We see her slapping a guy and playing the game. So, yeah, we're definitely getting a U.S. version of Squid Games, and we're probably going to have a bunch of popular, you know, actors and actresses that we all know be in the show. I feel like there's going to... I've seen on TikTok people saying, oh, we're not watching that shit. We're not going to watch U.S. Squid Games. Let's be real. They're probably going to cast some popular, you know, attractive actress and some handsome nigga that everybody loves and glazes. They're probably gonna cast people like that in the show. You're watching it. You're gonna watch it, okay? People, there's no way people aren't gonna watch the U.S. version of Squid Games, okay? It's inevitable, all right? And when it does happen, when it does come out, some people are gonna be like, oh yeah, the U.S. version of Squid Games is better than the original. So there's definitely gonna be a divide there. But let's be real, you niggas are watching it. I'm gonna watch it. You niggas are gonna watch it too, okay? Let's be real, all right? But yeah, I'm excited. Honestly, I think it does have a sad ending. The games keep going. They're still gonna go on. It's very realistic. All of them dying. It's sad. It's hurtful. It's just straight up depressing. Like when I went to bed last night after watching that shit, I just felt so ugh. Like it wasn't a good feeling, bro. I needed some type of palate cleanser after watching that bullshit. But yeah, that I would say it was a fitting conclusion to the show, and I'm looking forward to the U.S. version to see what they bring to the table, if anything, and I'm excited to see what popular actors and actresses they're gonna cast to be a part of the show. They might even cast some fucking YouTubers or streamers. This is honestly the perfect opportunity to bring in some, big names in, the streamer YouTube world into this, like fucking Speed, Kai Cenat, all those niggas. Could potentially see them be in it. Who knows? I don't know. Shit, you could potentially see me be in it. You know what I'm saying? But fingers crossed, we'll see. But yeah, that's it. This has been my review for Squid Game Season 3. This is my last post of June. The next video I post will be in July. July 2nd, Tuesday, when I post my video. Well, I don't know if I'm going to post it that same day. Maybe the 3rd on Wednesday. We'll see. But that's when I'm seeing Jurassic World Rebirth. And also, I'm going to be looking a little different in the next video. So I'm not going to say what is going to change, but let's just say I'm reinventing myself, and I'm going to be looking very fresh and clean in the next video, okay? That's a promise. So, like, get a good look at the sideburns, the bootleg goatee, and the long hair, because, it might not be there by the time that I record. Well, it definitely is not going to be there by the time I record my next video. But yeah, that's it, bruh. I'm the Hero Light Legend, Tyree Figueroa, signing out. Peace.